Are you serious right now? I literally looked at her and I was so surprised that she said that. She was bold enough to say that. What's up, YouTube? Today I'm making a video, and right now it's 3:55 a.m. and I'm in a car and my hair isn't done, and I don't know, just don't judge me, period. So today's video, I just want to do a story time about my ex-best friend. So if I'm talking weird, just know it's because it's like 4 a.m. so don't mind me. So basically, how we're gonna start this story is how we met. We met in 5th grade, and we became friends through a different friend, a mutual friend. So whatever. So we met through the mutual friend, right? Which I don't even know how to tell the story, to be honest, but alright, so I'm gonna just do the first thing that I remember. So we were friends for a good amount of time, and I think I was a freshman because I remember. So basically, my friend, we're gonna call her period. Okay, we're gonna call this friend Kiana. Okay, Kiana. So Kiana told my mom that I was hanging out with a bad group of friends, a bad influence, because they smoke weed. And so yeah, she just told my mom that, and then my mom came to me and was like blah blah blah, and I was like, they're not a bad influence, only like 1 or 2 of them smoke, I don't see the issue. And mind you, all of my friends were black, and they're like associates and friends. I don't call it just anybody my friend. So yeah, so that's the first thing that I could remember. Also, that I'm changing and I'm talking different and I'm acting different because of the race of the people that I was friends with. She thinks that I'm trying to act a different way when, like, baby girl, no, like, that's me, period. Like, I don't understand what the big issue is. But yeah, so that was 9th grade. We kind of fell out and I stopped talking to her. And then she came and she apologized. I guess she apologized and she wanted to be friends still. And I forgave her, but I don't know, I wasn't really trying to be her friend like that, because I just had a bad vibe from her, and because that's not really for me. Like, clearly you don't accept me and my friends. So what's the point of being friends? Period. What's the point? I don't get it. But we were cool, I guess. So so going on to the next part, one day we were at lunch. This was ninth grade still. Here is her. Like, we were at lunch and we were all standing in a circle. And for me, they were talking, conversing, and next thing you know, she said, black people drop out of school because they're ignorant and they have kids. What? What? Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? I literally looked at her and I was so surprised that she said that like she was bold enough to say that. So basically I just walked away and I just like told my friends what she said. Yeah. So now I know how she really feels. Yeah. One time I guess we were talking and she said that she wouldn't date a black person because obviously that's what she's been taught. That's what her family believes in. So we were friends and like I told her that, well, she knows my mom. My mom is white. And I told her that my dad is half black. And she's like, oh, so you're like 25%? And I was like, I don't know the percentage. I just know that my dad is black. And she was like, oh, okay. So basically the point of that is like, she would always tell me like, you're only 25%. And then like when we were beefing, she would say like, oh, because you're 50% black. Alright, so right now I'm gonna read text messages of whatever. You're gonna hear about it. So the first one, it says, it just really weird. And this is a different like conversation. And then I said, okay, is that it? She's like, what do you mean? I said, is that all you gotta say? She said, it was just a question. And I said, I know, I'm just saying. She said, you're what? Oh my god. Okay. I said, I'm just saying. And she said, just. She said, J-U-S-T. I said, J-U-S. She said, E-Y, laughing face. I said, because. And she said, have you ever wondered what ghetto Spanish would sound like? She says, when Miss Botello talks in class, I always wonder. This one says, oh, you mean how you act black because you're 15%, laughing face. You already know I said that to you a while ago. And then another text, that's not racist. And me saying you act ghetto because you're 15% black isn't racist. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying that she's racist for saying that I'm ghetto, saying that I act like anything that is whatever. But her saying that she doesn't like, she wouldn't date a black person because they're black, that is racist. Met all these niggas, they sweeter than Sadie. When I started out, I just took what they gave me. I guess, which I don't know. It's late, it's 4:44 right now. And then she said, I have a lot of friends that are African American. Who cares? She said, your definition of racist is so effed up. I have nothing against anyone but you. I said, you don't realize when you're being racist. She said, you saying you date colored people is just like me saying I'm white and I'm dating a white guy. I'm not hating on anyone, and I didn't say no-ish about you. So you and your sister can calm the F down. And something, I don't know. I said, you don't realize when you're being racist. I'm not racist at all, you're just ridiculous. It's funny because I love everyone. And I don't have a problem with anyone but you. It's hilarious. I said, you don't realize when you're being racist because it doesn't affect you. She said, you're just dramatic. I said, you don't realize when you're being racist. She said, you don't realize when you're being ridiculous. I said, you don't realize when you're being racist. Again, I'm not racist at all. You're just ridiculous. It's funny because I love everyone. Whatever. The fact that I said you don't realize when you're being racist because it doesn't affect you, obviously she didn't get that and didn't understand that. So she said, you don't realize when you're being ridiculous. And I'm definitely not being ridiculous. Like, it's just a headache. But, so the way I feel is that you cannot tell me what I am and what I'm not. Her saying that I'm 15% black is her way of, like, I don't know how to explain it, like her way of, like, defining me, because my mom is white, my dad is black, my family is mostly black. I don't talk to my white family, but I do talk to my black family. That's not on purpose. That's just how it is. So obviously my siblings are black. I have no full white siblings. So being around my siblings and my family, obviously, and being around my friends and living in rap music like Kodak, all of that, you are a product of your environment. You're going to speak how you're from. You're going to speak how people talk around you. It's like, well, Vicky, everyone thinks she has a fake accent, but she's from Atlanta. That's her real accent. That's how she talks. I don't think anyone could put up a fake accent that strong for their whole entire life. Like, no. And then me dating colored people. I've only heard 2 people say colored. Her and somebody else. Me dating people that are black is probably the product of my environment. It's not on purpose. I mean, my dad is that, my siblings are that, my family is that, everything is that. So you're gonna date who you're used to being around. And obviously that's my preference. Obviously that's contributed to that. But if you are white and you grew up in a white town where there's 90% white people, being around white people, right? So that's probably what you're gonna pick unless you want to change it up and do what you want to do, right? Exactly. And to be honest, I was confused about my race until after I graduated. Like, I feel like she was one of the reasons why I was confused about my race, because she would say I'm 15% black, but I know she didn't know what she was talking about. Now I know, obviously. Okay, so that was all for the video. This video was really unplanned, but if you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe, and keep watching for my next video. My next video is gonna be so funny. Like, I'm really excited for this, and you will be too, period. It is 4:53 a.m. so yeah, I'm not gonna sleep, but I'm gonna edit this video though. But if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with the next video.
I can't breathe. She held me down, then tell me down, then leave. I can't breathe. So tell me now, cause a nigga went broke, he a fade, now I can't breathe.